I think he had a normal first year. He met all his milestones. We were really excited. We thought that he was, doing great.
And at what point did you notice then that there was a problem, that there was a decline?
We were at a wedding in Utah, and we just noticed that it just wasn't clicking anymore. That same connection that he had, with everybody else, he was kind of detached and kind of on his own and just staring at stuff.
When you two got the diagnosis at first, how did you deal with that differently?
We attacked everything so hardcore. We had started the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and that was 21 days straight. We had done all the blood tests. We got to a point with where we did the probiotics, and we assessed any kind of yeast overgrowth, and then we got into the DMSA and assessed the heavy metal issue. We did all that collation.
We did everything in stages and steps so we could see.
Now tell me about what you went through as a mom.
Well, he was diagnosed 3 months after I had my daughter. When people get diagnosed with autism, a lot of times they don't give you any hope for anything.
Right.
They just say, your son has autism, find a support group. And that's basically what we got. And it's almost like a death of a child, because this beautiful child that you had before, that is so alive and you're so connected with, and then you just, before your eyes, you just see him going away. That you almost lose your child that you had. What people don't understand is that it's like a death of a child. And so not only are these moms trying to figure out what to do, and dads trying to do for their child, they're also mourning this child that was once there that no longer is. And I think that's the hardest part.
We just want him to be able to lead a normal life, to have friends come over and want to play, and just be able to do the things that normal kids do.
Whitney Hawley and her husband have decided to use Gemiini as part of their son Joey's therapy. Even with his current therapy program, Joey has struggled with learning prepositions like behind, between, or across. He has difficulty understanding even basic commands like sit, stand, or stop. And while he'd love to play with other children, he doesn't have the skills to follow directions.
They decided to teach Joey all of these things in just 2 hours. Now, Joey has been in therapy for years and has not been able to learn any of this. To expect so much from him may seem unreasonable, but he has to start learning at this pace if he is to have any hope of catching up with his peers. Time is against him.
The truck is behind the pail. Behind.
Good. It's like you could almost see his brain like kind of moving and working.
Put the elephant between the pails. Between. Woohoo! Good job! Put the truck behind the pail. Behind. Woo! Amazing! Can you put the ball beside?
Beside.
Yes, good job! Oh, can you put the...
He's never been able to do that.
Can you put the cup across the pail? Across. Across. Yes! Perfect! You got 100%! Can you high five? 100%!
And was able to do the fun little game that he was doing with the kids perfectly.
Walk. Stop. Sit down. Stand up. Walk. Run.
I've never seen him be able to play a game like that. He's excited to do it, so that's really neat too.
We spend tens of thousands of dollars a year in his therapy and his speech and occupational, different types of things that we've tried above and beyond what our insurance will compensate us for. There's no way we could be able to afford the therapy that he's getting just with these videos, because it's so rapid and so fast, and it's so easy for these children to learn in a two-dimensional environment versus actually going to the required 40 hours a week of speech therapy above and beyond school and playtime and everything else that you've got going on in your work week. There's no way that we could fit it into our schedule or be able to afford what this program has provided us with. It's going to change our son's life.